Well, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We had a good day yesterday, and now it's time to turn our attention toward a big game on Sunday. And Louisville has a really, really good basketball team, really tough, and we'll have to have a good 2 days of preparation to get ready to see if we can earn a valuable victory over Louisville.
Talk about the rivalry specifically and the love between the two schools and the two teams, since now both basketball programs are so good.
Well, it's a big game. I think anytime we get together in any sport, it's certainly important for our fans, and so no matter what the records are, I think it's an important game, very important for us at Kentucky. And now you put into the mix that both teams are really playing at a high level, highly thought of around the country, and still very early in the season. But where we are right now, both teams are in the top 10, and it's an important game. So I think it's terrific. Our fans have made it a sellout already, so there's a lot of passion surrounding the game. So it's a big game, and we need to really prepare well to see if we can get a victory.
Matthew, how would you characterize your relationship with Jeff Walls?
So, very good relationship. He's really stretched me as a coach. As far as being a better coach, he's an outstanding coach. Really challenges you in preparation to get your team ready to play, because his team will be ready to play. He's a very, very aggressive and tough recruiter, so that is something I think that's really helped me try to become my best. So I have a lot of admiration for what they've been able to accomplish over the time that Jeff's been there. So it's a good relationship.
What's your biggest concern about them overall?
Well, they're just so talented. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of firepower, and it's a real challenge to see if you can stop them, slow them down. They're averaging a bunch of points and scoring a bunch of points, and they played a really tough schedule up to this point. So it's I think their talent level and how hard they play. They really play hard. Watching tape the last couple of days after the Bradley game, started trying to get prepared for it, and they really, really play hard. And so I think the intensity level of the game will be terrific, and we'll have to see if we can exceed their level of intensity and exceed their level of play, and see if we can play a little bit harder and see if we can find a way to win.
The way that you describe them is the way that a lot of opponents describe you guys. I mean, almost every phrase you used. Is it a lot like trying to play yourself a little bit?
It is. From a pressure standpoint, they're going to put a lot of pressure on you. Put a lot of pressure, at least that's what they've done up to this point. And it's intense pressure, especially very early in the possession. You have to be ready to handle a double team, and you have to sometimes a triple team. They're bringing some people at you. So you have to be prepared for that. It's unlike anything that we've seen up to this point. I think they're clearly the best defensive team we've faced. So we've been playing well offensively. We've been doing a really good job there, and so it'll be really important for us to stick with the things that we've worked so hard on in our offensive fundamentals to see if we can execute against that. And so if you can beat the initial pressure, you have a chance. But it's a lot easier to talk about and to draw up than it is to actually to beat it. So they're a good defensive team.
Matthew, because of Michaela's recruiting history, can you talk to her at all about not, being a little too hot for this game?
Well, where Michaela is right now, Michaela's doing a lot of good things offensively. It's 7 games into her freshman year, and so it's been our experience that it takes them a while to come around defensively. And so the only thing I'll be talking to Michaela about for this game is her defense, trying to get her defense better. I won't. Here's the thing about Michaela. She generally gets excited, and I'm sure being a Kentucky, a kid from the state, and knowing how important the game is, there's maybe a tendency for you to get a little too amped as a freshman, but I think she's got enough on her hands right now trying to learn how to play defense the way we need her to. And I know she will. She works hard. It's just a learning curve that she's got to get through. But I will probably just see how practice is going, and I always try to get really in tune with where our players are, and if it seems like I need to say something, I'll definitely say something to her.
Tanisha hasn't looked like herself as much the last few games. Is there something to that, or is she just, kind of letting other players take over? Or?
No, I think that it's very natural for someone who has such high expectations of herself to when 2 and 3 people are assigned to you, that can get frustrating. The thing that Denisha needs to do is to understand that there's a reason 2 and 3 people are trying to stop her, because she has a lot of talent, a lot of ability, and that's not going to change. So she has to change the way that she's playing. She can't get frustrated, and I thought she was very frustrated in the first half. We talked about it at halftime, and then she came out and, got a double-double in the game, and all that happened was her mindset. So she just has to understand where she is. And to her credit, and which makes me feel really good about that situation, is that there's been times when she's gotten down in the game and that was it, and it was just a wash that day, and we moved on and tried to correct it after the game. She was able to make the adjustment in game. So I'll continue to talk to her. The thing she can't do is put too much pressure on herself because she's on a watch list, or she's, considered to be one of the better players in the country. She can't think about those things. She needs to think about rebounding and working really hard and working multiple times to get the ball. They're not letting her catch the ball on the initial pass and just do what she wants to do. So I'm optimistic that she'll be able to work through that.
Asia Taylor didn't play against you guys last year. She's put up really good numbers for them this year. What's going to be the key to stopping her, and Schimmel too, for that matter, the two of them?
Taylor has played with a lot of energy, a lot of athleticism, very fast, quick, athletic, explosive. And so you just have to be, when you're fast, quick, athletic, and explosive, and you're playing somebody like that, then I think it comes down to technique and attention to detail and those kind of things. So I think for us, this is a big-time fundamental game. We have to be just fanatical about our fundamentals. We have to really stay in a good stance in this game and play with some energy in our feet on defense and see if we can get stops. And I think Taylor is a kind of player that if you're not real sharp, she can get a lot of things done. And Schimmel, what a terrific career she's had. Just a really, really good player. Supreme talent, can make deep shots and handle the basketball, and is a real smart defender, can get you to turn it over some. So she's just a really, really good player. And so we'll just have to try to make her earn everything. That's always what we've tried to do, is just try to really make her work hard to get everything. You rarely can shut a player like that down. You just have to make them work and make them really, really play hard throughout the course of the game. So hopefully you win that battle, and you make enough plays against them to win. So she's really good.
Were you frustrated by your defense in the last game?
Well, I just, I as a coach, you're always trying to get them to do their best every day. And I thought we got up 30 points in the game, and I thought we had done a good job over the course of the season of kind of staying in the moment. And I just thought our focus slipped some there in the second half. And we watched film on it yesterday. It was not good. They know it's not good. They know if they play that way in this game Sunday, it won't be good. So I thought it was a little, a little mental letdown there in the second half. They just got way too many baskets. Now, of course, we were getting a lot of easy baskets too, and so they worked really hard and ran the floor offensively. I just didn't think we were as sharp and paid enough attention to team defense. When a team spreads you out like that and just driving the ball to the basket, with the way that we play, there's going to be at times you're going to get beat because we're up on you close, and you just they're not robots. They can't play perfectly. They can't be in the right spot all the time. And what frustrates me is that we're good enough and athletic enough that if we're mentally sharp, we should be able to get to the rim and take charges, and we just didn't look interested in that in the second half. So that was frustrating a little bit. But I definitely think this is a good defensive team, and I think with 2 good days of preparation, hopefully we'll look different on Sunday.